Hi, thanks for coming on. Andy speaking. Saturday evening, just coming up 6:15. Looking ahead to games in the World Cup tomorrow and Monday. Apologies, it's late. I was going to do this earlier, but when I spoke on the video the other day, I didn't realise that I'd agreed to go to football. I was actually going to go to Havant Tonbridge in Tonbridge, but instead I went to Yeovil Halifax, and watching Yeovil is always a chore. Try not to do that too many times between now and the end of the season. Very good day for us though. 4 bets in the National League, 4 of them won, 4 from 6, profit of 4.8 points. Very, very good day. Right, just checking how we're doing on the World Cup so far, and then we'll go through the games for tomorrow and Monday. So we've had 13 bets so far, 7 won, 53.84% strike rate, profit of 2.86, profit on investment 17.87. We started on the 20th. Today's the 26th, so 7 days, isn't it, really? We got 1 bet to come tonight. I don't expect that bet to win, by the way, but I'm certainly not going to let Mexico go unbacked with the amount of value that's in them. Simple as that. But yesterday was a very good day. Senegal beat Qatar. They were half-time, full-time, and that double came off. Senegal didn't win to 0. Holland weren't great, I have to say. I was a bit disappointed with the Dutch yesterday. I think I might have underestimated Ecuador a bit. They've looked a decent side, and I think they've got every chance against Senegal. Excuse me, providing Valencia stays fit. France beat Denmark. I didn't see that game. And as I say, that bet is tonight. I shall sit down and watch that, and fingers crossed Mexico win. Right, let's get on for tomorrow's stuff. Right, Sunday, and we'll cover Monday also, and then we'll be back Monday night to do the next few days. Some of these teams are in must-win territory now. Japan, Costa Rica, 58-25-17. I don't think there's any interest in the game at all, and that's 8-11, not 8-1. I think there's been a bit of an overreaction. I know Japan beat Germany. I do expect them to beat Costa Rica, but I don't think they should be anywhere near 4-9. There's 2.5 points in Costa Rica. It's not for me. I wouldn't put you off if you wanted to back it, but they're a very poor side on the evidence of what we saw last week. I think Japan will win the game and qualify. Belgium, Morocco, 44-23-33. Massively disappointed with Belgium. I did say, didn't I? I think we got away with one in that Belgium game when we backed them to half-time, full-time. But it made up for that USA game, didn't it, against Wales, which USA should have absolutely thumped them. And I did say that England weren't good things to beat the USA last night, and I still think England will win the group, but I think USA will certainly beat Iran. But Iran, I'm a bit gutted actually, because if you go back to that last video, there was 0.75 or something in Iran, and there was a fair bit in Australia as well, and it just didn't quite fall within the percentage guidelines to warrant involvement. But when this tournament's over, I'm going to go back through right back to 1992 Euros. And all the way through, because I just want to see, I've got all those results, not all of them on computer, but I just want to see whether shifting the guidelines, like what we've done in England this season, what that would do to bets on the international stage. Be interesting, because, as I say, I was a bit gutted to miss that Australia and Iran, but difficult. But anyway, there's a point in Morocco. I think it's a value bet. It's a bet I'm prepared to have. And, I just think Belgium at the back look absolutely atrocious. Alderweireld, Vertonghen, they're slow. And I think the attacking impetus at Belgium is limited. I don't like the striker Batshuayi. I know he scored, but I think De Bruyne looked off it. I wasn't impressed at all. Morocco aren't a bad side. They're not a bad side at all. And I think they can certainly give Belgium some trouble. And I wouldn't be backing Belgium at even money. No way. It doesn't matter who we think's going to win, but there's a point in Morocco at 33%. That's a must bet as far as I'm concerned. Croatia, Canada, 53-24, 23. They were awful the other night, Croatia. I think they'll be better. I think if you look at the performances at the Euros, they were very poor, weren't they, early on, and they grew into the tournament, and I do think they'll beat Canada. I think Canada were all over Belgium like a rash, but I just don't see it in this game. I think Croatia will keep the ball, nullify them, and grab a goal and win this game. That's how I see it unfolding. There's 0.2 in it. It's up to you. I shall be backing it. Spain, Germany. I can't believe the price is on offer here. I think Spain are even money shots. I really do. They're one of the three teams which, when we looked at the outrights at the tournament, I said there was a 50% chance that the winner will come from France, Brazil and Spain. Now I think that is probably around 66%. I do think it's a 2 in 3 chance that the winner will come from France, Brazil and Spain. England's performance last night certainly tempered any enthusiasm for me. I think the midfield was... The USA dominated the midfield, and I think if you're talking about a team that's going to dominate a midfield, Spain certainly can, Brazil can. The French, they're a quality side as well. And I as I said, when we first assessed this back in September, I think it was, I did say I think the winner would come from Spain, France, and Brazil, and what I've seen in this first week just sort of reaffirms that. And I do think the winner will come from those. If I had to bet, I would bet on a Brazil-France final. I don't like backing things like that because I just find them no value at all. But if someone held a gun to my head, I would side with a Brazil-France final. Anyway, that's beside the point. We're talking about this game, Spain-Germany. I know I'm waffling. Apologies. There's 0.4 in it. It's as simple as that. I don't think Germany are very good. I think Spain will keep the ball, frustrate them, and I think they'll nick 1 or 2. It's as simple as that. I just think that this side is poor. I want to be with Spain. I think they're one of the top 3 teams in this tournament, as I said right at the start. Let's go on to Monday the 28th. Cameroon, Serbia, 20-22-58. I was looking forward to backing Serbia, I have to say. When I've done the figures, I thought, yeah, this looks a great bet. Sadly, bookmakers agree with me and put them in at 4-6, and I've got absolutely no interest in that. I've got no interest in Cameroon either. 0.5 at 20% is just non-entity as far as I'm concerned. It's a bet I'm not prepared to have. I think Serbia will win the game. If I could get 4-5 or bigger, I would back Serbia. Whether we do or not, I don't know, but obviously that's not going to be a bet on here. South Korea, Ghana, 42-24-34. Real tough game to assess. You can see I slightly favour South Korea. I don't think Ghana are great at all, but I do... there's just not enough in South Korea, is there, to warrant making a bet. And they're tight on the ratings. There's only 8% between the two, so it's a game I'm prepared to sit out. As is the next one, Brazil, Switzerland, 66-24-10. There's no value in this at all. I think Brazil are 2s on. The bookmakers see them as exactly that. Switzerland, 10% chance of winning. I don't think they'll win. I think Brazil, it'll either be a Brazil win or a draw. I don't think Brazil need to win this game. They've beaten Serbia. A draw here, beat Cameroon in the last game, and they'll win the group. And that's something you have to be careful of at this stage. Portugal, Uruguay, 44-25-31. I think Portugal are too short at evens. I'm not going to back Uruguay. There's not quite enough in it for me. It's a shame. Looking at the game, they're a very, very tough side to beat. But I looked at Uruguay's team, and as I say, I put them up as a dark horse, and I just expected a bit more from them. But it's not the end of the world, a draw against South Korea, because I do still think they'll qualify. I think this game, I mean, that should be 3-1. Sorry, I don't know why I've put that in there. That should be 3-1. And sorry, what was I saying? Yeah, I think this game has got every chance of being a draw. That would put Portugal on 4 points, Uruguay on 2. I think Uruguay will beat Ghana, which would give them 5, and Portugal can draw that last game and still qualify. That's how I sort of see it unfolding. It wouldn't surprise me if Portugal won this game. They're rated to win. That's tempting, but as I say, it's not quite enough as far as I'm concerned. So these are the bets I'm having over the next, well, I say the next couple of days, or tomorrow. Because obviously, if we go back to that Monday, there's nothing in that game, nothing in that game, nothing in that game, and there's not quite enough in Uruguay. If I could get 100-30 or 7-2, I would back Uruguay. Simple as that. Something about it that I just can't bring myself to do it. But those are the bets I'm going to have anyway. Tomorrow, Morocco to beat Belgium, 1 point, 3-1 with Bet365. That should be 2-1. There's a point extra there. Croatia to beat Canada, 1 point, 11-10 with Corals. And Croatia-Canada under 2.5 goals, 2 points to win at 17-20 with Bet UK. And Spain to beat Germany, 1 point at 7-5 with Corals. So those are the 4 bets. I'll stick those in the table in a minute, and hopefully we can keep this run tickling along in the World Cup. I'm really happy where we are, almost 3 points up in the first week. And as I say, a tournament like this, I'd be happy to take a point a week from. So absolutely delighted where we are at the moment, tickling along nicely. And fingers crossed we can add to it tomorrow. That's it. I'll be back Monday. Bye for now.